But I'm gonna go live for as long as this Florida sun allows me to. Hopefully my phone doesn't overheat. But yeah, as you can tell from the title, I just wanted to answer any questions any of my viewers had. I know I get a lot of questions usually when I go live or usually on Instagram. So yeah, if anybody joins, we'll answer some questions. But in the meantime, I'll just think of some of the questions that I get normally, and we'll go from there. So first of all, how often do I wash? I wash usually once every 2 weeks, and then maybe I'll do like water only every week. So I guess you could say once a week, but only once every 2 weeks with actual soap, where I use Free the Roots soap. Um, and then yeah, other than that, I keep it simple. And after every wash, everybody asks me like, "Yo, what oil do you use?" I use organic jojoba oil, just a little bit though. And yo, John was good. So I'll just take a little bit of my hand, rub it around and then apply to my scalp and like throughout my hair. Um, Not too much though, because I don't want to cause a bunch of buildup. But just based on my experience of 3.5 years having locks, my scalp benefits from having a little bit of oil after I wash. Like it'll get super dry and whatnot. So that works for me, but you have to find what works for you ultimately, because everybody's hair is different, everybody's scalp is different, their skin. So yeah, I'll let you see where I'm at right now. I'm in Tampa, Florida. It's beautiful out here. It's super hot though. What's your hair type? I honestly do not know. That's a main question I get too. And I'm sorry, I just don't know how to answer that. It's like, I don't know, 4A, 4B, I don't know. I just don't really get hung up on those type of things. Because I find that it's more beneficial to like learn through trial and error, like trying different things, not based on what you think your hair type is. So yeah, I don't know. Sorry. Is there ever a good time to separate, or is it preference? I'm 7 months in freeforming and one side of my head looks like one big lock. Okay, that's a really good question. I would say that it's better to wait longer rather than do it sooner. And simply because in most cases, like if you're going for like a freeform look, you want thicker locks, just most people that, are into this. So if you separate too early, then your locks end up being thinner as they mature. So you separate them and then, this, for instance, like this lock right here is pretty big still, but it used to be even bigger than this. But the more mature it gets tighter and looks thinner. So yeah, man, do it when you want, but always, second guess it when you're about to separate. Because like I separated like 2 years, so I started separating like after 2 years of growing my hair, like literally no separation whatsoever. And then after I did, I had it to a point where it was like, kind of perfect in a way. And then I was like, I got obsessive over it, and I was like, oh, let me do it again in this spot, and then oh, let me do it in this spot, and then it turned out to like a bunch of little locks that I, didn't necessarily like the look of. Excuse me, but yeah, it still turned out to be good. Like I love the way my hair is now, but but yeah, I would just always suggest to wait. But if it's getting like uncomfortable and like it doesn't dry properly, then there's no problem in separating a little bit. But only 7 months in, it's like you don't necessarily need to. Just wash in a circular motion, and that will create like a natural separation as you go. Hope that answered your question. For anyone just joining, if you have any questions, go ahead and drop them in the chat. I'm answering all of your questions you have. Let me think of another question that I get pretty often. I mean, what soap do I use? What shampoo? I use Free the Roots. I do have an affiliate code with them, but the only reason I agreed to that is because I genuinely like their products. I was promoting their stuff before I even met them and, decided to work with them. So, don't even use my affiliate code if you want. Go try it for yourself, whatever. But just to be transparent, like if you do use my affiliate code, I do get a commission off that. But yeah, I use their soap. If I don't have any other soap on me, I'll use like African black soap. That's like that's my next soap I'll choose. But it could be kind of harsh sometimes because that stuff is just so like pure. But I wash my face with it, with African black soap. Do you maintain yourself or do you go to a loctician? How often do do you do maintenance to your hair? I've never been to a loctician in my life. I separate myself. That's the only type of maintenance I do is washing and separating and, detoxes. I, I, I probably, I look to see if there's anywhere I want to separate after every wash. So like, 'cause that's the best time to pull your hair apart is when it's damp or wet. So after I get out of the shower, I've done washing it. I just see if there's any parts or any two locks that are combining that I don't want to combine. Like this, for instance, this one right here, I love the way this is by itself. So when any other locks I see them combining or like trying to join with it, I just pull the hairs apart and I keep this by itself. Same thing with these right here, which are turning into one. So, and then this is crazy right here in the back. This is like three huge ones that I'm just letting join together. So that's the thing. This is like art in a way. You can really like sculpt it the way you want as you learn your hair patterns and like how often it locks, when it locks. Yeah, it's really cool. It's a really cool process, man. That's one of the reasons I'm like so passionate about it. Let's see. Hope that answers your question, Shanice. Dollar with the locks says, been thinking of going from thick manicured locks to freeform, but I'm not sure if I should. Well, meditate on it. That's what I would say. That's what my mom tells me when I have like a kind of like a dilemma in life. Meditate on it and you'll know the answer. Just go with your gut, like your intuition. Quiet though. Hey Troy, when you wash your hair after the next day, did you spray some mist and rub it in a circle motion again to not have bedhead? Okay, so when I first started, I would wake up, really didn't do much. Like I would maybe like put a little bit of water in my hand and just like work it around my hair, but I didn't really care for anything other than that. Like I was on this journey to just like do as little as possible and come out with a cool look. So yeah, when I first started, like I wasn't spraying my hair. I wasn't using the hydrating mist. I didn't even know what Free the Roots was until I like 2.5 years in. So yeah, I didn't do much when I woke up. And actually, it's pretty cool. Like after your wash day, like your hair seems longer. Well, at least for me, I'll wake up like after the day I washed my hair, and I see it just looks different, like new length, new growth. So that's cool. Rio says, do you get backlash and how do you suggest handling it? I do not get backlash. If anything, I just get compliments. And I think that's also just has to do with like the way I carry myself. Like I don't walk around like I'm a burden to society or like I don't fit in because I have this hair. Like, nah, man. I just do what I do and I decide to have this hairstyle and people seem to like it. I'm sure there's people that don't like it. Like I've gotten negative comments on TikTok and like you know, little like backhanded compliments sometimes. But like I just don't pay attention to that. It doesn't bother me because it's like I don't do this for anybody else but myself. Like even with like women, like some women have told me like, let's say I'll be out with some friends or something like, and we're interacting with some females. Like I've heard comments like, "Oh, you would look better with a low cut," like whatever. I mean, all right, cool. I'm not doing it for you. Like I like this cut, so it is what it is. Tips on thickening roots. Okay, great question. I've searched this so many times, like early on in my journey. All right, leave your hair alone. That's it. Stop separating. That's it, bro. Like thickening roots, like you want your hair to combine and conjoin together. Stop separating it. Let it thicken up. Let the new growth flourish. Let it get thicker, and you'll see the results. Obviously for some men, it's like you might have thinning hair or whatever. even me, I got, I got thinning hair like on the side a little bit. I don't know if you can see, but I mean, that's just a part of life. But sometimes if you have thinning hair like in here, there's like rosemary oil helps a lot. But other than that, just a healthy lifestyle. And sometimes you just can't avoid it. Sometimes that's just genetics and it's a part of life if your hair's thinning. But yeah, for just stop separating it if you want to have thicker locks and thicker roots. Confidence is key. Yes, that's a fact. Shanice says, it amazes me you do your hair yourself. Going to a shop can be pricey over time. Well, that's the thing. I never did anything. I never did my hair. Like, freeforming is, you just let your hair lock up on its own. And it started at a very low cut, and then I just let it sprout out. I was washing like this, and it separated on its own a little bit into like little coils, and then got thicker at the roots. And then I pulled it apart at 2 years in. And then now we got this at like 3.5 years. It's hot out here. I'm sweating. Soldier, what's up, Troy? Salute from France. Yo, I love France. Shout out to you, fam. The best morning routine for Freeform. Yeah, just wake up and, let's see, what's the right word? Kind of like stimulate the follicles in your head. So you want to just like massage your scalp gently, and especially any spots you think you got thinning or you want them thicker, massage your scalp, and it's gonna stimulate those follicles. AJ said, someone told me freeforms are hard to maintain. I'm like, bro, it takes little to no effort. So yes and no, AJ. Like, in the beginning stages, it takes little to none, like literally. Like, you just gotta wake up and wash and go and all that. But as your hair gets longer, depending on your lifestyle, it gets more difficult to like maintain it, because like if you work out like I do, you gotta put it up and worrying about sweating on it. Like, my hair is down my back, bro. Oh, I don't want my phone to fall. My hair is down my back, like, so it's like when I'm working out, I'm sweating, and that's getting on my hair. So I gotta make sure I keep it clean. And when you're washing your hair, you gotta make sure that you're drying it properly. And drying can take a long time. So, it's still not crazy maintenance, but it's more maintenance than having waves. Like, waves, you just brush, unless you like a waver, like a YouTube waver or something. But like with waves or just a low cut, you just brush, throw your do-rag on, go to sleep, whatever. So yeah, man, it's all perspective, bro. Some people have this hair and they literally don't do anything to it, and they got, their hair might be dirtier. I don't know, but yeah, it's perspective, bro. Celestial Samurai, that's a dope name. I'm on my journey now. You're inspiring, bro. Any tips for dandruff, and how often should I wash? Okay, tips for, first of all, thank you. Glad to be an inspiration. And tips for dandruff, I would just say make sure that your hair stays moisturized, because, and also make sure you're hydrated. Like, a lot of people focus on the exterior when the interior is where everything starts. Like, your gut. Make sure you're hydrated throughout the day. Drink enough clean water. And then with dandruff, it's like, make sure your hair is properly washed. Make sure you're drying it properly. Don't put too many products in your hair. Don't use too much oil. I use oil. I use a little bit of organic coconut oil, organic jojoba oil. But other than that, I'm not putting anything in my hair. How often should you wash? That's up to you, really. I've since the beginning, I've been doing every week to every 2 weeks. So now I'm at the point where I'll do like once a week, just water, once every 2 weeks with Free the Roots soap. No water and no oil at the morning. You could put water. I wouldn't say put oil in it in the morning. Nah, don't even put oil really in your hair. Like, little to none. I put it in my hair based on like what my scalp needs. I put it in there every like 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. Voice crack there. I'm 28. My voice is still cracking. That's crazy. All right. Wait, So when put a little water in the next day, did you rub in a circular motion again? Okay, bro, that these now we're just getting into things that don't really make a difference. Like circular motion, not circular motion is not gonna really make the difference. Like that's not what I want you to focus on. Like put a little bit of water, cool. But like the circular motion thing, that's for like when you're washing your hair. Like that's not just like throughout the day, you're just like using a sponge. Like no. That's not like what I want you to focus on. Just like focus on the patience and like just letting it grow and keeping it clean. Let's see. Can you go from a maintained style to freeform like this? Absolutely. It's not necessarily going to look the exact same, but if you just stop getting it maintained, then eventually it's going to transition over to that. So if that's your goal, stop going to the loctician, stop getting them maintained, stop getting them twisted, and yeah, you're on your way. You should lock your beard. Nah, never gonna happen, probably. Yeah, I like being able to like run my fingers through it, you know, pick it out. I'm not about that locking my beard life. Some of them look cool though, but I wouldn't do it. Recently cut my semi-freeform locks that I had for about 2 years. I'm restarting and going to go freeform this time. I restarted because my locks and scalp was damaged. Okay, respect. That's good that you noticed the damage and you know fixed the problem. That's what's up. Shanice said, I would love to freeform, but I feel like with my 3C hair texture, it would look more fuzzy and won't look as full. I feel you on that because like the straighter or like more fine your hair is, it is gonna look more frizzy. Like I got some frizziness here, like a little bit, nothing crazy, but yeah, I feel you. My mom actually has like more like 3C hair or 3B, I don't know. And she actually was freeforming like not even a year ago. She was freeforming her hair, and it was the locking process is much different than somewhere with more coarse hair like myself. It is more frizzy. So, and she ended her journey, got them combed out. So it's like, yeah, I understand you. Soldier said, honestly, Troy, with the sports, my scalp itches a lot. I wash my hair once a week. Okay, I feel that. When I'm on tour playing basketball, like my hair itches way more. So I have to wash every week. Not with soap every week, every 2 weeks, but every week with water. Because my scalp gets so itchy because I'm sweating profusely every day. So yeah, I understand that. I definitely understand that. And by the way, like I'm still very active when I'm home. I'm still working out every day. But it's like I'm not playing in an intense basketball game for an hour and a half, like running up and down the court. Like that's a different type of sweat. So yeah, I feel you. Ugly dude, yo, what up? Said in the early stages, was there a time where you felt your hair just wasn't growing? No, not at all. I always saw my hair flourishing like throughout the journey. Like every month it seemed like it was a different length. There was something new about it. And yeah, I was obsessed, bro. I can't lie. I was looking at my hair every freaking hour, every 30 minutes, watching video. Literally, bro, I was watching videos like this, like every single day, bro. Typing in freeform locks on YouTube, just watching all the creators and any and everybody who was making content around this topic. Yeah, it was, and still, I mean, that's why it's still a passion of mine. It was something so new to me. I just became obsessed with it. T's, what up? TT's journey, is that how I say it? I think Knotlocks also has 3C hair. Yeah, he has something like that, yeah. That's my guy. If you haven't, excuse me, go check out the interview I did with him like a year and a half ago maybe, or like a year ago. It's on my channel. I interviewed him, we chopped it up. I let him know that like he was a big inspiration. Like he's the first video I ever saw on freeforming. So like he played a huge part in my journey. So yeah, go check out that interview on my channel. Yeah, I watch so much lock content, yeah, and make my own. That's what's up. Yeah, man, it's fun. It's fun because it's like it's free. What do you think about spraying locks with coconut water? That sounds not like that doesn't sound like a bad idea. There's a lot of sugar in coconut water. I don't know if that would over time like have a negative effect or like because it might get sticky. That I don't know about, but doing like a rinse with it, I don't see the problem with that. It's something natural. It's always better to get it straight from the coconut though, rather than a bottled version in the store, because you know that stuff turns into like way more sugar than it should be when it's pasteurized, which means like they heat it up and then to keep it fresh and well, not fresh, but to keep it preserved. So then when you drink that, it's like way more sugar, way more concentrated. But yeah, I've never heard of anybody doing that. Might be a good idea. Quiet though says, what do you think about spraying locks with rose water? I think that's a great idea. I think there's a lot of benefits to that. I don't know exactly the benefits of rose, but you know, it's a plant. It's something natural. It's like a regular rinse you would do with your hair. So Free the Roots actually has a spray with a rose scented spray. I've used that one time. I liked it. It was cool. My favorite is the what's it called? The grapefruit though. That's my favorite spray from them. Did you start your dreadlocks? Talking to me? You talking to me? Yes, I started my dreadlocks. I don't understand that question, dude. I'm not gonna yeah, these are freeform locks, so they just grew out of my head like this, and I just like pulled them apart. So I've never been to a loctician. I've never I've never twisted my hair, nothing like that. So yeah, take y'all on the water. It's getting kind of darker. Yeah, man. Any questions y'all got, go ahead and drop them. I'm not gonna be on here too much longer. Just wanted to answer the many questions that I get in my Instagram DMs and on TikTok. By the way, if you don't follow me on TikTok, that's where, honestly, these days, that's where most of my dreadlock content is on TikTok. Mainly because it's like priced attention in a sense. Like you can put a video out and it goes viral, and the video took like 30 seconds to make. It's crazy. So it's like I can get my point across pretty quick there. Let's see. How did you start your dreadlocks? Okay, I think I answered that when I responded to that. But yeah, I just allowed my hair to grow out naturally, and it just got thicker and thicker. I washed it in a circular motion to create little, like tiny separation. And then as it sprouted out, once it got to 2 years, it was super thick. So I pulled them apart into individual dreadlocks. And I've just been doing that as I go, you know, kind of sculpting a certain look that I want. And this is what I got now. So yeah, I've got around like between 30 and 40 locks at this point. More so like 30, like, yeah, probably like 35 or something. Because last time I counted them, it was 28. And I know I've separated a couple times since then. Not like huge separation, but yeah. What time is it? 4:40. How do people react to your hair in public? I mean, I can't tell you what people think in their minds when they see me. I don't know. But people that do outwardly react to my hair, it's usually positive. It's usually like, wow, I love your hair, or just like a stare. And when people stare, I just, I assume it's something positive. I mean, that's just being optimistic. But yeah, yeah, I mean, there's no, other than that, there's no like crazy reactions. It's either a stare or a compliment. So yeah, don't be afraid of criticism or anything. It's not gonna help your journey at all, Do you ever feel conscious about your locks? Like, have you noticed a difference of interaction between when you had versus when you didn't? No, not at all. I actually like the interactions more. I like the interactions that I have these days, like more so than before I had locks, because it's like I don't like these, bro. When as these got longer and I grew them, I just got more confidence, bro. Honestly, like because when you have these, it's like you're. First of all, I'm a black man, so I'm already gonna get judged in a certain way. So now that I have these locks, I'm gonna get probably judged in a certain way, but it just gives me more reason to not care. Like, I'm not worried about what people are thinking about me when I step into a room. I'm just going in, just being myself. So that breeds more confidence, and then I have better interactions with people, and I have better relationships with people. So, and it's not all about the locks. Like, it also just comes with age and getting wiser. I'm 28 now. When I started my locks, I was like 24, 25. So, I mean, just a lot has changed since then in my life and my mindset. So yeah. I've been doing that for 5 years and my hair still stands up. How do you get it to fall down? I mean, that's just genetics, bro. Like, some people's hair drops faster. Some people's hair sticks up longer. Like, usually, the stronger your African roots, the longer your hair is gonna stand straight up. Me, I'm mixed, so, you know. All right. If your poop stands in the toilet, do you hit it with the fly swatter? Okay. All right, D. Right, I feel you. Yeah. Do you wish cutting off your dreadlocks one day? No, I don't. I don't have a. So, all right, this is kind of like a mixed answer. So, one day I might want to cut my locks or trim them or something. I'm not a, but I have no intentions of cutting them right now or anytime soon. So, I'm not even thinking that far, really. Like, sometimes the thought crosses my mind, like, damn, it would be nice to have just like loose hair, loose natural hair, or like a low cut. It would just be easier. But then there's more days where I'm like, damn, my hair is so cool. Like, it's so unique. This is the look that I wanted when I started. Like, I really manifested this. And it's such a blessing that it's just free and this is the way my hair naturally is. So, yeah, I don't really focus too much on if I want to cut my hair or not. D. Yeah, yo, D, they're wilding. I don't know what that comment was about. I'll probably trim my locks, but I wouldn't cut them completely. I respect that. I respect that. If you were to cut it, would you start a second crown? Dude, honestly, probably yes. Just because I know how much fun it is in like those early stages. Now, granted, it wouldn't be the same as my first set because that's like the first time you're experiencing this. So yeah, it's not going to compare to that, but it would definitely be very interesting because I'll be so much wiser if I decide to do a second set. Like, I've gone through all of it, watched all the content, made all the content, yeah, and just lived through life with locks. So yeah, I think it would be really cool to do a second set. All right, couple more questions. I'm gonna stop this in like 1 minute. If you do want to change it up, try a temp fade on the side. Yeah, true. I've kind of considered that, like, getting a little fade right here, but I'm not gonna do it right now. Yeah, maybe one day. I actually, like, a few months ago, I started like lining it up right here a little bit, which is something I didn't do for like 3 years. So that was new. So yeah, sometimes you just want to switch it up. For me, I just wanted to tighten it up a little bit, clean it up a little bit. Yo, I cut my locks. I had to restart. Do you align with Rastafarianism? If so, you should visit Jamaica. You do great down there. I think there's value in, different religions and lifestyles. I'm not Rastafarian. I never claimed to be. But, it seems like a pretty cool culture. I know people that are Rastafarian, and they have a lot of good ideologies and stuff and beliefs. But yeah, I'm not subscribed to any one group or religion. Let's see. Who are your favorite lock tubers other than not locks? Let's see. Current ones, I don't really, to be honest, like I don't really watch many right now. My guy, Rooted with Kez, go check out his channel. That's my guy right there. He makes some good content on his journey. What's my dude's name? I think his name is Solomon. I follow him on there and on here and IG. I don't know his YouTube channel name though. But yeah, he makes really good freeform content. I mean, Johnny the Dread, can't go without mentioning him. He's a legend on here. Other than that, yeah, I don't really watch many people. Hey Troy, this is the calisthenics animator. What's up? Yo, what's up? Welcome, welcome. Good to see you on here. Yo, everybody go to my Instagram and check out the amazing piece that Takara did of me. I was actually like holding an aloe plant. It was pretty cool. Thank you, Takara. And now I know your real name, not just the calisthenics animator. I had to build up in my freeform locks, did ACV and everything. I just couldn't get it out. Oh, I had build up. Damn. I respect that. Start fresh, nothing wrong with that. Solomon Speaks, is that his name? Nice. Nice, nice. I mean, maybe I hope we're talking about the same people, same person. Never putting gel in my hair again. Good. You don't need that stuff. If you're trying to freeform, you don't need that. You're forever welcome, bro. Respect. Much love, much love. Speak locks with you once a week would be a good thing for us. I'm sure I don't really understand that statement. I'm sorry. I don't want to butcher it. You mean like come on here once a week, like and speak, go live? Because I'm down to do that for sure. Do you like Shea Moisture products? When I had like kind of like a fro, I used to use their stuff. I don't really have an opinion on it nowadays. I haven't used it in like 4 or 5 years. So yeah, I don't have an opinion on their stuff. Would you say that J. Cole's dreadlocks are cool? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Cole is a big inspiration when it comes to the locks and freeforming, for sure, bro. Everybody says I look like him too, which is funny to me. With freeform, do some people scalp show? Yes, that can be due to just natural separation and like parting, or it can be thinning of the hair. It could be like a bald spot. But yeah, some people's scalp show for sure. There was a point where like mine did in the middle, and I was like, oh shit, am I going bald? But it was just like natural parting. I was nervous for a second. I'm about to do my first ACV rinse I've done in a while. Nice. Nice. How do you do it? Do you have like a, what do you call it? One of those basin tubs that you put your head in? I actually threw mine out because it was so dirty. I need another one. Because the last ACV rinse I did, like, it failed miserably. I did it in the sink, and it was just like, I don't know what was wrong with it. It just didn't do anything. I don't know, but I actually need to get off of here. All right, y'all. Nah, Free the Roots mist and raw black soap with aloe wash is the best. That's a fact. No, I prefer Free the Roots soap as well, but black soap is fire too. It's just like pretty harsh, in my opinion. Well, it can be if you use too much. But yeah, that stuff is elite too. Black soap. Just watch out for buildup with any soap you use. Yeah, I wash my face with black soap. I actually need to re-up on my mist. Have not gotten any in a while. Like when my mist gets low, don't tell them I said this. Do not tell Free.